This is a whole different prospect, Stephen. 2 sessions over 2 days, best of 19 frames.
Yeah, very exciting for both, isn't it, really? We mentioned a strange old affair, wasn't it? 2 massive flukes in it. Xiao Guodong coming through a 6-5 winner. I expect this one to go close. A marginal one. Has he been able to get over the hangover of the Players' Championship? Of course, we mentioned that 6-5 win that he had over Yize, but then the next round...
If the stories of the season, the sudden emergence of Xiao Guodong as a consistently successful player, which is the highest he's ever been.
4.
Not as quick as you can.
I guess there's got to be a different...
Xiao.
Stamp your authority early on.
But what an opportunity. The only players that are here are proper players, and he certainly is one. What a prospect for the future as well.
Championship without actually winning the title. You've got to have consistent results over a number of tournaments. So all the greater credit to him for that.
He may choose to just drop on that single red, which he has done. Tried to play a little holding cannon to the 2, and it may have gone wrong.
Touching ball. Who is?
You know, he's a player that plays well, he usually plays an open and attacking game, which kind of suits my style of play as well. And yeah, we've had a couple of good meetings, albeit they've gone in sort of enjoy some success this season, because it just goes to show that perseverance is so important.
Foul. Namas. One.
The way he gets through the cue ball is just wonderful to watch.
Yeah, technically he's brilliant, and you can see just that thing he wants with the cue ball. And you see the tip right back to the thumb. Accelerates through the ball.
And hasn't that... This is an obvious frame-winning opportunity.
70.
Yize, as we've been saying, is not this week. He'll become a top 16 player. And that, of course, would excuse him World Championship qualifying. He'd go straight to a year after playing in the World Final.
The world right now is Jack Jones.
29.
He was looking at it a long time. He was a bit straight on the black.
Oh, and the red just wriggles in off that near knuckle.
Not quite enough there to repeat what he did when they met a couple of weeks ago by making it.
$52.
Here to clear the table, just purely for table time as well. try and lay down a marker to his opponent.
57.
The quicker you can adapt to the conditions, the more comfortable
58.
you feel out there.
$67.
It's always going to be a bit of tension in the first frame of status in the game, and with that subplot going on of trying to qualify automatically for the Crucible.
74.
This, the ideal way.
$79. $85.
So just as he did when they met in
What is that?
Telford. A few months from returning to the circuit full time.
I'm still living on cloud nine, Michael. It's a great feeling, yeah. You know, and it's not very often as. One thing I will say though is the tour as a whole now, I don't think there's ever been a better time to be a professional.
Yeah, it's absolutely made for that.
One.
Well, Xiao Guodong will be wanting. This is a good early chance. Well, what a mistake that could potentially be.
And it was a very big match, semi-final of the Scottish Open.
Yize. One.
Yeah, Xiao didn't really get involved at all the first couple of frames, but he grew stronger after that and led 4-3 and later 5-4.
4.
Wu's response was very good. He made his second century of the match.
Nine.
Yeah, he was okay.
Wu got back in, told him to make that 85 break, and he's straight back in here.
One.
Yeah, it looks anything but settled at the moment to me, Xiao Guodong. Straight into the reds.
He was World Under-21 champion, Wu Yize, when he was only 14. It's incomprehensible you could reach the level.
One.
Really came to wider attention for the first time was when he was 15. He played John Higgins as a wild card at the international. He did it. He only lost in a decider. We've known the name Yize very firmly since then.
8.
But the fact that yellow is over the pocket was always an option for him. This is a chance now.
11.
A chance for Wu to lead 2-0.
18. $25.
Well, he's overhit that.
$33.
Over the winning line with just the one snooker required. But he's missed it. So a lifeline for Xiao Guodong.
Things.
That statement actually is, particularly in a long game like this. You know, you want to get a foothold as early as you can, settle down and feel like you're a part of the match. You don't want to go 2-0.
Firmly under lock and key. You just feel he's attempted a number of shots like that
to get going in his break. It was one of the games of the season. I remember watching it. I was in Bulgaria for a Q Tour event and popped it on in the evening. And if we didn't already know,
a fan, it was the other way round really, but he ended up losing again. Got off to a bad start, got right back into it, but Lee pulled away forever here. If he gets this wrong, he's going to leave a chance for Xiao to turn around this frame and level.
needs to control the object ball as well. Yeah, he's okay.
Should have got this frame won by now.
Wow, that's a really...
Oh, that is such a disappointment for the early frame.
1.
Here's another one.
Where's this cue ball going to land though?
Seven. $12. 14.
The pressure off, he can flow a bit towards the end of frame 2.
17.
Frame for Yize to win, because it would have, heart would have been in his mouth at one point
21.
there, seeing, possibly feeling like he'd let the frame slip away, but not to be.
26. $32.
Xiao Guodong just hasn't got started yet.
Although the same applies for Yize.
Just hasn't found his range yet from distance.
Sends the message that my opponent just isn't ready to take the chance.
1.
To get into the elite that quickly.
Yeah, in an era of snooker where there are so many good players on the tour, the standard, in my opinion, is win events, and that's what makes it even more difficult.
You talked, Stephen, about him
1.
really needing an easy starter.
Xiao Guodong.
I think what we've just seen there is and once again it's paid off.
All about that win in Wuhan by any means. He's in the final of another big event, the Champion of Champions, and plenty of semi-finals and quarter-finals. Not happening for...
Clever Yize has become, that putting himself in the positions of playing these big matches, the experience he's gaining, process certainly.
7. $40.
He's a pink available into multiple pockets. Red's nicely
21.
spread. He doesn't need to concern himself with the black now. Just pick off from blue and pink.
$28.
Work and make the most of what they've got and eventually get to a prominent level in the game. But you can't achieve what Wellington, when you ally that with all the hard work that these young Chinese players all have now,
35.
it's very hard.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. He's got a scary amount of natural.
$42.
Well, we're watching two different generations in the UK, which is what you've really got to do. It was a very different time then. These for guys like Yize coming across to base themselves in England. There are so many Chinese players, so
49.
they have a ready-made group of practice. It's a good deal less challenging than it was when Xiao would have been starting out. Still, hurdles to over.
Well, the chance was there when he came to the table, but you've still got to stand up and take them. Looked up to him as a player and a person. You're absolutely right. It's not an easy thing for them to do, come over and base them.
66.
So worrying times for Xiao Guodong. Yes, it's best of 19, so there's much more leeway, much more margin for... He could be coming back tomorrow. Already facing a significant deficit. Makes no difference that he's missed the red. It's another... It's, of course, much longer. Best of 19 over 2 days. TV event this season. He was in that position in the Champion of Champions against Ronnie O'Sullivan back in November. And of course, that was only first to have seemed laughable. That's what happened. Highest break for Xiao so far, still only 15. He made those two 70-plus breaks.
Yize are only able to try and contain the situation now, not gain any sort of advantage himself. Oh, that is superb.
1.
Shot to take on at any stage of the match, particularly when you're 3-0 down.
Six.
Talked about how Wu is enjoying the World Championship to come, of passing 500,000 for the season.
12.
Yeah, a couple of times he's just needed a bit of help from the balls in moments like that and not had it.
Xiao Guodong.
Try not to let those negative thoughts creep into his mind. Oh, mind you, what a pot that was from Yize. That won't do Xiao Guodong.
Nine.
As we've said, it is a step up for him to be... Talked about that English Open final earlier in the season when he was facing a heavy defeat but kept plugging away and almost pulled off the miracle. And you think back...
30.
Continue to be very good for the game. He's going to continue to rise the rankings. That's pretty much a certainty, you feel. Think back a few seasons ago, was it, when he was sporting a red mullet. Now, they don't make players like that
21.
anymore, do they?
Yeah, he always looks distinctive in some way, doesn't he? And just the way he played, as time grows and their confidence grows
20.
in the English language.
He's very, very good at doing, actually. I've seen firsthand Yize on the practice table in Ding Junhui's academy in Xiao.
Yeah, the pink didn't go in clean, so he didn't get entirely where he wanted to be, but into a frame winner.
Player, it's hard to accept, of course it is, but if your opponent just flies and doesn't miss a ball and just blows you off the table, break,
possible,
then
please.
you can kind of accept that.
One.
Well, he's tried to get into the reds.
Do when you most need it.
9.
Now, well, cannon to them.
50.
Yeah, that's perfect. Aware that he was able to pot this.
22.
So he's going to need all the remaining reds here. So he
29.
was 3-1 down after the break. If the next few shots go his way, he'll be in the same position again this time. And of course, so still plenty of time if he can get things happening soon. But that has not happened the way he wanted at all.
Wow. Starting to creep in for Xiao Guodong. Not really given much thought to that shot. Not much thought to the escape. Trusting to luck. Yeah, that's a very good pot.
1.
Yeah, it was always going to be rough. Feel he should get it back to 3-1 now. He'll be over the line.
Eight.
I think he'll be happy enough, good enough to compete with Yize just yet, but chance to possibly head to the practice table. Hit a few balls, try.
Yeah, and as we were saying, it's not like Yize has just turned every... So Xiao knows that if he can step up his level a bit, he can still come out of this first session in a decent position. Having got a frame on the board.
Xiao Guodong.
Yize still in front then, but now by just a couple of frames today.
Yeah, afternoon, Michael. Yeah, he'll need to play better, won't he, than he did in the first 4 frames. Again, a slow start, open up a 6-2 or 7-1 lead. That's pretty much the match almost broken right there. So a lot for both players to really knuckle down in
that 4th frame.
Yeah, that previous miss from Yize is it's just pushed that red up into the... Could see a lot of safety play down this end of the table for the time being.
Is it a sense of it's all been worth it once you've actually done that? And I was going to say got a trophy in your hand, but famously there wasn't one in the one you won. But just to plug away...
Start playing snooker as a young boy or girl, you play it because you love it, you love the game, and then as your thoughts and prospects change, and then when that, like you say, that day finally comes along, it is a sense of relief.
And of course you did go on to do it again 7 years later. I guess the big difference really is for someone like you, by the time you won a ranking...
Up in that horrible conversation of who's the best player not to have won a ranking event. I was sort of branded around. There was a few of us at the time, Ryan Day, various others, lots of great players that couldn't quite get over the winning line. And obviously we still have that conversation, but it just goes to show how hard it is to actually win on tour.
You could make the case now, if you're having that conversation, that maybe...
Yeah, well, as predicted, that shot. Well, he did. He found a red that was potable, but didn't get it.
One.
Yeah, and that's a nice pot on the yellow. And he controlled the cue ball again. Yeah, it's safely in. He is one of the games getting the accolades yet, but I think in years to come we'll be talking about him in the same sentence as some of the other great long potters in the game. It's truly a
category. Xiao has been struggling from distance, although, as we were saying, not missing sitters
10.
as such. Just not been making any.
Yeah, I like that shot. Off for Yize up.
$18.
Plant into the right corner. That would really open the frame up.
26.
Yeah, he did have a couple of big breaks, as we were saying, before mid-session. Some hope for Xiao in that respect. And there it is. Another chance passes him by.
Oh, it just goes to...
One. Brown ball. Thank you.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally see a safety
Xiao
shot
Guodong,
played
fine.
like that, but...
One.
What it has done is given Xiao Guodong
His opponent had a good early chance in both of the next two frames. If he can end this one only 3-2 behind, in a way, he's going to...
Seven.
We were saying earlier that prior to Xiao Guodong making his big breakthrough by winning the Wuhan, need to get into the top 16. Been in a big final in China. The
15.
first ever all-Chinese ranking final, in fact. Lost to Ding Junhui. To have come through and finally won a tournament well into their careers, and it's sort of their last hurrah. They don't go on and do a great deal after that. Well, he's already...
21.
Plenty of quarterfinals.
Reds next to the pink into this left corner. Looks
27.
like both of them reds pot comfortably. Yeah, so the black takes him into a 2-point lead. So he's going to...
35.
He doesn't be too straight. No, it didn't, but he's played that nicely.
And this is now his highest break of the match so far.
43.
Well,
Yeah, that looks okay. Pot the black now. In this frame. Yeah, good job. So the shot on the black was exceptional. Wonderful shot.
Xiao Guodong. 62.
We need 2 snookers on the colours, but in this situation, it does happen.
Oh, he's tried to do everything there. He's tried to get the snooker and free the black. Get out of one cushion escapes. Snookers.
So this now, the longest frame of the match so far, having just gone past.
Two.
If you can see this out, I think Xiao Guodong can put his struggles from earlier. Anything higher than 36 prior to this frame. Xiao had struggled early on and gradually played his way into form. Indications that the same might be starting to happen here.
Yeah, very good.
Three. With a 3.
And that will be the end of that now. The balls didn't give Xiao Guodong.
Patient and focused.
Foul.
Wow, how's this red going to finish? He missed that by an ups.
Yeah, one of those where the miss almost gets rewarded for being. As we were discussing in the early part of for the World Championship. He has played at the Crucible before, made his debut a couple of years ago. Was in the running early. Long potters. But he didn't win another frame after that. Robertson played really well. He had 4 centuries in the match. Didn't qualify for the then it's...
One.
It.
Xiao Guodong 6. Foul. Namas.
Just getting we're using a little bit of trouble now, forcing mistakes, and there's another one.
Xiao
But again,
Guodong 4.
Fortunately.
One.
Yeah, they're the sort of shots he was getting earlier on.
Well, there wasn't, and again, it's just showing little signs of.
One.
That could bring an end to it.
Yize. One. One.
Oh, what a great shot that was.
Oh, but that is the complete opposite, isn't it? That is so disappointing for him.
Yeah, I suppose the only good thing from Xiao Guodong's point of view was he left that red. Well, so Xiao Guodong just to break the cycle and just get going again.
One.
Messed up, the table's a bit awkward. Pink's not where it should be, black's on the side cushion. So even when you get in, it's not.
Four.
We won't have to worry about the black here. Additional shots just to get his rhythm back, because he's definitely lost it at the moment.
11.
At the interval, and then things started to go against him, and needed to produce
18.
something big, even to match. He was looking pretty strong in. It's been slipping away from him a bit.
Some point. Yeah, good shot,
25.
good thinking. That's a clever little shot.
Yeah, and a situation that, as you pointed out, Joe, wasn't looking too promising. Oh, and then he's gone and missed that.
Clearly disappointing for him, and he let everyone know.
1.
Yeah, and missing a shot.
Can't get on this open red, but he's not going to be able to get close to it. And the two reds together are the key to winning this frame. Well, I think he did play it.
7.
His face tells us he's a bit disappointed.
Xiao Guodong, 7.
Quite attractive after he lost those first 3 frames.
Foul. Namas.
Chance to Xiao Guodong now. Again, the red closest to this cushion is going to be the problem ball. So these next 2 positional shots are the key to this frame.
8.
That's not ideal. The red to pot it.
This is
win this frame. No idea, Michael, who's going to win this frame.
Xiao Guodong, 1.
Wu instead. These shots are always unpredictable in terms of what the cue ball's going to do.
2.
He'll be happy enough with what it's done.
So he's not going to be able to get close to the brown. So he's sacrificed
5.
the cue ball somewhat to make sure of the pot and
9. 14.
basically a free shot of the double, being 7 ahead with just 7 left. Oh, and that's what he's decided.
20.
He needed that black to win. Yeah, it was by no means a certainty, that
7. And the frame.
toss. Go, 4-2 or 3-all.
Phil trying to create an opportunity. Well, I think that's what he played in the end, but he got a double kick.
And it's another fine long one from Xiao Guodong there. So, all square with 2 to play in this opening session. Make anything much from distance. His long game has really improved as the afternoon has gone on, just as Wu's has to some extent deteriorated.
Just give me a second.
Oh, another long one.
His play this season, and he really showed that there. It was a long frame, as I said, just over 40 minutes, and really all hinged on that. 7.
Yeah, it's gone in.
1.
So we'll use it.
This is the last day of March. I think it's fair to say April will feature Mark Williams himself tonight, starting his title defence against Ding Junhui, and he'll be able to join us for that.
Yeah, well, he was struggling, wasn't he, at the Players with his eyesight and wasn't comfortable. It's all good so far on the practice table, so we'll see.
16.
But meanwhile, down, played some snookers instead of taking risks. And now he's starting to push on. Oh, he's a little now, Xiao Guodong. He's been around a long time. Not always at this level of the game, but he's been around a long time.
Xiao Guodong.
Aren't you? Like I say, I don't know Yize personally that well. But he doesn't seem like the sort of character that he opened up a lead with the way this match has played out. Now he's just going to be scrapping now to try and still be in it, possibly.
Match play, a very similar event to this. And the match play ended over 30 years ago now. The UK, it was about 15 years ago, went down to being primarily
longer to sort of dwell on what's gone on, or even if you've got a lead after the first session, you've got, you know, a lot more time to think about it, and it's
prime example of that, going to live up to his full potential. And once he had, immediately he started winning tournaments on a regular basis.
yeah, up into the yellow pocket.
One.
And it goes, so again.
Wu's errors than Wu is of his. Not been much in it.
You can get the cue ball out of there, it's okay.
9.
Well, he's not done too bad, really. And he hasn't. Yeah, as expected, he's not taking any chances. He knows he's got Yize on the back foot here.
Knew he needed more of an element of it, just to make that step up.
Yeah, he's just chipping away, isn't he? And again, no real, well, not a negative shot, but a shot in behind the yellow, frustrating his opponent.
Xiao Guodong. 1.
Still be competitive, whereas Yize, far more rhythmical cueist and player.
Those wild cards, they look really good, and then you don't hear much about them for years afterwards. And even when they do turn pro and start to base themselves in the UK.
Foul. Una más.
Now, this is cue. We're going to finish.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You want to play your own game a bit, but you also have to show. It seems like a very.
One.
But it must be very frustrating for Wu Yize, desperate to get in. Just can't seem to
Xiao
create
Guodong.
an
One.
opportunity for. So one of them two things has got to happen. Here again.
Yeah, it turns out we were right to think there must be something on somewhere, but didn't really get close to that.
One.
Gone off the boil and almost start again, really. That one's just wriggled in.
7. $14.
Oh, he's done well there. Very well. To this frame.
$28.
One of 4 Chinese players in the field of 12. 4 of them would then avoid World Championship qualifying. Zhang Anda, on the basis of what he did last season, he seeded straight through to the Crucible.
35.
He's left it there, maybe as a sort of insurance ball if ever he wasn't in prime position. This little bounce around the table he's got is starting to be more prevalent. Oh, he's just about.
42.
He's had a few, hasn't he, that have just wriggled.
$49.
Yeah, so he's going along nice. You expect him to follow that up with the brown and blue, just to put this frame away. And all in all, it's been a good visit, but doesn't want to spoil it.
It was going to be quite telling as to whether or not he'd rise to the moment. Well, he has so far.
57.
This green.
$60.
Half an hour. There have been 1 or 2 moments of anxiety in this
64.
visit. As we said, a few balls wriggled in. Little pocket a few moments ago when it could all have fallen apart for him. But this one has gone his way
69.
now. So Xiao Guodong to level at 3-all.
$75.
But Wu Yize has found his game again. Had a very good time. He certainly can't be behind now going into the last session tomorrow.
So obviously, so can Xiao Guodong.
1.
He hasn't played well today, but you have to give him credit for digging in. Comes to potting, break building, scoring, but he's hanging in there. A lot
7.
of the frames we've seen have got a bit messed up early on due to lots of safety.
$15.
So not on this occasion, still not looking to get a nice angle. But if he doesn't feel that's on, he's
23.
playing up for the pink.
plus. Wu had a couple of centuries.
30.
Been a lot of times in between where he's not weighed in heavily. Has missed chances and made unexpected errors.
Well, he left it to the last possible moment to break some more reds into play, but it's worked out nicely for him.
Well, if he does manage to win this in one go, it would be totally different to any of the other frames he's won. The break came right at the end.
42.
Being that confident, doesn't want to bring all the balls into play. But he's done it nicely, but he will need
With that, Xiao reaches 50.
50.
Yeah, he played that one
50.
nicely. So
Clean kill.
$63.
you feel that would definitely be the end of this frame. Yeah, nice. This has been a wonderful contribution from Xiao.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this frame belongs to the same match as all the others we've seen. In the last frame of the afternoon.
Xiao Guodong, 77.